And this is where they ruled from, the great Forbidden City in Beijing. With its gardens, halls, temples, and palaces, the city sprawls over 180 acres, surrounded by a moat and formidable walls. The Forbidden City, a place of seclusion, a place where the godlike Ming emperors could rule and dwell without being inconvenienced by the ordinary citizens of his realm. Within its vermilion walls existed a life unique in all of human history. At its center was the emperor, whose days were filled with the complicated rituals required of the ruler of China. If the rituals were carried out, the country would prosper, and the Ming dynasty would flourish. Serving the emperor was an army of concubines, and guarding the concubines, an even larger army of eunuchs. One of the last of the Ming, Emperor Wanli, was a weak monarch who managed to hold on to his throne for 47 years. Wanli ruled deep within his palace and was never seen by his people or his ministers, and rarely even by his eunuchs. Cut off from almost everyone, he had little idea of what was happening in the country he ruled. The Ming emperors were buried in tombs north of their capital, Beijing. The tombs all followed the same basic design, a temple in front and a walled enclosure with the underground tomb behind. Because Wanli ruled for so long, he constructed a huge tomb, and in 1956 Chinese archaeologists decided to open it, the only Ming emperor's tomb ever excavated. As the workmen opened the heavy tomb doors, a giant corridor was revealed, far larger than any Egyptian pharaoh's tomb, and there lay the lacquered coffins of the emperor and two of his wives. The tomb was opened by the communist authorities as a lesson in class consciousness, to demonstrate how the capitalist rulers had lived a life of luxury whilst the toiling masses starved. They could not have chosen a better example, as the lavish grave goods amply demonstrated, amongst them this light-as-air woven gold cap. The combination of lavish living and incompetent governing couldn't last. 24 years after this tomb was completed, the dynasty was over.